Welcome to the month of May and the month of May Eye on Terre Haute edition for this month. Mayor Brandon kind enough to join us. Welcome aboard, and let's get started. Spring's here and the city's kind of doing its own form of spring cleaning, some lot work.
Well, John, I always say it's not just spring cleanup, it's a mindset shift. So Terre Haute redevelopment has been working hand in hand with wastewater, the street department, other city entities to begin to clear a lot of the city-owned properties. And here's kind of why. On the financial end, it saves us. It saves us a lot of money instead of contracting someone out to do it. So we find time in the work schedule to do it ourselves with city staff. But also, how can we go out in the community and say, hey, will you clean up your yard if we can't take care of some of our properties? So redevelopment, myself, we're focused on two things. One, residential of government-controlled lots, and two, commercial. And later this month, we'll announce an RFP, request for a proposal, as we seek developers interested in the old police station on 12th and Wabash.
That sounds like a plan, and you're setting the example with getting the city cleaned up. And then also, in terms of public health, you had your public health fair recently. What did you learn from that, and what's the message to the public in regards to public health?
That was a great partnership with Indiana University's School of Medicine. So we actually have medical students here at Union Hospital studying through IU Health. So it was one of their big initiatives. And what we're seeing in Terre Haute and Vigo County is our public health rankings aren't the best, just to be quite truthful. So to get folks outdoors, walking, eating right, eating healthy, these public health fairs, one, provide information. On the second end, we work with our parks department to have more consistent programming, which they're doing a great job of. They're really engaging the youth. Our first tee golf program's an example, some pickleball, some basketball courts being updated. So these are the steps that we are taking to say, hey, get outdoors, walk a little bit, play a little bit, and let's take a step forward when it comes to public health.
And I know Catholic Charities and other organizations in town are trying to address the issue of food deserts. What can you say on that?
So yeah, food deserts, it's a problem that's hit by a myriad of factors. On the one end, we do want to see more grocery stores, right? On the other end, government is going to work to connect neighborhoods to these grocery stores. What does connect mean, right? So we're looking at sidewalk improvements. So this summer, I'm going to announce to the City Council, we've got two neighborhoods surrounded or close to some neighborhood grocery stores that don't have any sidewalks, to neighborhood grocery stores or to parks. On top of that, we will request funds from the City Council to create a 10-year proactive sidewalk plan. Not just to repair what we have, but also we've got residents who've been paying taxes for decades who've never had that sidewalk in front of their house, who can't walk to school, walk to the grocery store, or even walk to a bus stop. So we're looking at connectivity as a way to address some of these food deserts, and we're also working with groups like Terra Foods, groups like Catholic Food Charities, and even Basler's is doing a great job bringing locally grown food. So everyone is stepping up from the businesses that we do have, and we always look for opportunities to add more.
And adding sidewalks also a public safety feature as well.
It is. So part of this is we are looking at pedestrian safety. It's an issue in some of our larger cities across the Hoosier State, frankly across the United States.
Right.
So we want to make sure that we have safe pedestrian crossings. Some of that will actually be repainting, not a sidewalk itself, but repainting crosswalks, doing everything like even looking at the timing of traffic lights. And some folks, they might not even see these. They might notice them over time and see them, but we're looking together to put a nice package, some visuals together to
I'm glad you brought up the crosswalks, because your street department did a lot of crosswalks here in downtown here recently, not in the overnight hours, but the early morning hours.
If you see them out, they do a great job. I mean, 06. They're on the road, street sweeping, doing some painting, and now we're going to kind of look at some of our schools and getting the crosswalks set up there, especially this summer going into next school year. But we got to look at neighborhoods where individuals are walking, individuals are moving, and then move throughout the city.
A lot of people asking me, how's the casino going? Every time I go by, it's packed.
It is. It's very packed. I don't personally play, so I've been in twice for work reasons, but the numbers are very strong, and they've reached out and are already looking to do some improvements. Granted, with those improvements, we'll have to address the infrastructure concerns, the roads. Short-term fix, we're going to bring some flashing stoplights to that intersection of Margaret and Fruit Ridge, flashing stop signs. Long-term fix, we've got some designs drawn up to increase the space, the space of the lane itself, look at New Margaret, bring that out to Fruit Ridge. So that's going to be a 5-year style project that we hope to start next year. But yes, we do have work to do. Government has work to do to make sure that when someone's in a car and they're driving to that casino coming off the interstate, they've got a safe drive there.
All right, very good, and it's adding to the overall tourism picture here in the area, hopefully increasing our thing. So, I guess how are we doing tourism-wide here locally as we head into the summer?
Really good question. So obviously we had a really strong basketball season, but also in terms of arts and cultures, you know, symphony plays. Go into some of these parking lots, and I know you have, and you've seen so many plates from not Terre Haute.
Oh yeah.
We are bringing people in. I mean, this summer's packed, right? We've got an air show coming up. Hopefully we've got some baseball regional action again, the Special Olympics, events like Terre Haute Night Market on May 11th, a downtown event. So we are bringing people into the community. What does that mean? Well, one, look at those food and beverage tax numbers, because now they're taking their dollars from their communities and bringing it here. And two, that provides us financial opportunities to do things like partner with the CIB to renovate an Indiana theater. So the steps are starting to be taken to really be proactive and think visionary, think big with the CIB and tourism. And so to all the visitors, whether they're from the Hoosier State, they're from our neighbors in Ohio or Illinois, come on down to Terre Haute, Indiana. Whether it's a casino, a ball game like Rex Baseball, a downtown event, or a musical, we are proving time and time again that we are creating a community that is going to value the term quality of life.
And you mentioned regional, hopefully super regional as well.
I hope so too. They're on a great track this year, so wishing the best to ISU baseball.
Mayor Brandon, we appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you so much, and I'll see you next month.
You betcha. And for more information, just stop by the city's website, terrehaute.in.gov.